Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's the Late Night King. The Late Night King returns. I am Mr. Zone864, and y'all are rocking with me here on Zone864TV, live and in full effect here on YouTube. Yeah. Welcome to Zone864TV. I am the Late Night King. I am the undisputed Late Night King. Regardless of what anybody say. I might not live stream all the time in the late night like I used to. But best believe, just because the camera ain't on, don't mean the Late Night King is not doing his thing. You feel me? Yeah. Hope everybody is doing well. As you come into the live stream, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Help your boy out. Also, if it's in your heart, hit that subscribe button as well. If it's in your heart, hit that subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I said, I hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody has a great week this week. Hope everybody had a great weekend. You feel me? I know my schedule is back busier than ever now. Kids back in school. So it's back to the hustle and bustle. Academically, making sure these kids do their best when it comes to school, man. Yeah. It's a cool, crispy 100 degrees right now. Let me see. And matter of fact, had to turn on my do not disturb notification, because for whatever reason, when a ninja go live, people want to start calling and texting and sending all kind of messages and stuff like that. So I had to hit that do not disturb so that I could say what I want to say without being interrupted, man. So I wanted to come on right quick this evening and just share a quick thought. But before I do that, man, before I actually get into that, man, what is going on with these B-dubs lately, man? For those who don't know what B-dubs stands for black women. These black women have been showing their asses lately, haven't they? Literally. I mean, you got Keke Palmer all up on stage with Usher in Vegas, showing her little ass cheeks, embarrassing the father of her child. I guess they was in a relationship or whatever. He ain't like that. He has every right not to like that. I know some people are saying, he shouldn't have said nothing on social media. And some people say he had every right to say whatever he want on social media. And I can see both sides. I can see both sides. So you got that situation with Keke Palmer, like I said, on stage showing her ass. Crazy. Like, it's crazy that these women, and particularly black women, how they just feel the need to just like degrade themselves. Like they just can't, have some class about themselves and, be classy with the wardrobe. And obviously what I'm saying does not apply to every black woman, but if it applies, then it applies. So, like I said, it's just crazy how, you got a nice body, you want to show it off, that's cool, but it's ways to do that. You feel me? It's classy ways to do that. You don't gotta just get up on stage in front of the whole world and the first chance you get to show yourself off, you do it in a slutty way. So, got that situation with Keke Palmer. Then you got the situation with the chick in Alabama. What's going on, B Turner? You got the situation with the chick in Alabama, the Carly chick who fake kidnapped herself and then called the police and said that she saw a baby on the side of the road. But and then she had the nerve. Then she had the nerve, before she did all that, she had the nerve to go to her job and steal a robe, a robe and a roll of toilet paper, if I'm not mistaken. This chick literally went to her job and stole a robe and a roll of toilet paper before she committed the act of faking her own kidnapping. Now, I'll give her credit. I will give her credit because, yeah, it's me, man. These chicks today A lot of them, they be having them long fingernails and shit. So if you ask me, a lot of these chicks ain't wiping their ass right. If you ask me, a lot of these chicks probably ain't even wiping their ass at all. So at least I give her credit for thinking about her hygiene before she pulled the stupid ass act of fake kidnapping herself and then having the nerve to call the police like they wasn't gonna figure the shit out. That shit is wild. That shit is just wild, wild, wild. I mean, who would even think of something to do something like that? Let me see. B Turner says, you saw two women in Detroit had a shootout in the liquor shop because one stepped on her shoes. Brian, I did not hear about that, but unfortunately, I could see that happening. I could see that happening. Just like the nigga in Chicago who swung on that chick and got stretched out by the 14-year-old boy. Unfortunately, I could believe that happened. Even without seeing the story, I could believe it happened. Let me see. Brian Turner also says, yeah, Carly more and more seems like a very mentally unstable and highly immature young chick. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if she's mentally unstable. I think the bitch is just crazy. And I think the bitch mama crazy. That's what I think. I'm not about to give these strags the luxury of being able to use that mentally ill escape where there's people that actually have mentally that actually have mental issues, you know what I'm saying, that they have been diagnosed with. You feel me? So I don't give a fuck what they say when it come out to this Carly Russell shit. The bitch is just crazy, and I'm not talking about like the kind of crazy where you got to get meds from a psychiatrist. That bitch is just crazy, flat out. Yeah. So you got the Keke Palmer, you got the Carly Russell bitch, and then you got what's the last one? What's her name? Suki Hana. There you go. Suki Hana. You got Suki Hana out here just this chick, man, this chick went all the way to London talking about some, you know, she wanna lick a nigga ass and all this debaucherous shit. Like, what is wrong with these chicks, man? What is wrong with these chicks? Like somebody put a camera in your face and the first thing you say is, want to lick a nigga ass and you play with a nigga balls and all this kind of crazy ass shit. Man, all I know is that these female content creators, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, especially if you black women, I'll tell you right now, y'all don't need to be talking about the men. Y'all don't need to be worried about the men. Y'all need to be cooking these chicks right now. Y'all need to be cooking these debaucherous unholy black women right now. That's what y'all need to be doing. Y'all don't need to be talking about nothing no man doing. Y'all need to be out here checking these chicks. Y'all need to be out here roasting these strags in these YouTube streets is what you need to be doing. Y'all need to be roasting these women because if you ask me, the only people I've been seeing roasting, granted, I don't really follow female content creators like that because I can't stand to hear a lot of them talk because they sound annoying as fuck and they always just be saying dumb shit. Yeah, but a lot of these female content creators, y'all need to get on these debaucherous, unholy black women. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to cook their ass, set them ablaze. That's what y'all need to do. Yeah, that Sukihana bitch is just like, that shit is crazy, man. This shit is just crazy, man. Crazy. Couldn't be my daughter. It couldn't be something that came out my balls. No, sir. Could not be my DNA. Not at all. Not at all. But what I really wanted to come on here and say this evening is you know, I know a lot of time when I come on, you know, try to talk about positive shit. It's always so much negativity going on. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk about the gossip and stuff like that. That's cool. It's cool because it's content. You feel me? Like, you talk about what you talk about. It's all good. It's all good. But you know, for many of you that don't know, you know, I've shared different aspects of my life multiple times in multiple videos, multiple panels, and most people that know me, what's going on, Professor? What up? Most people that know me know that I was primarily raised by my grandparents the first half of my life, because my mom and pops were really young when they had me, right? And so my grandparents took on the you know, the duty of, you know, raising me, taking me to school every day, picking me up from school, making sure I do my homework, you know, the whole nine when it comes to raising kids. You know, I'm gonna always be thankful for them, you know, because they didn't have to do that. And you know, I oftentimes say that there's no way that I could repay them, but I think the best way for me to repay them is for me to, you know, be a respectable man, is for me to raise my own kids the right way, is for me to you know, provide my family with the lifestyle that they were able to provide for me. And ultimately, the best way that I could pay them back is, you know, just to be an overall good person. What's going on, OKL? Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come into the live stream. So, and hit the subscribe button if it's in your heart. And also hit that super chat as well. Hit that super chat. No, I'm just playing. I ain't got a super chat button yet. Maybe one day. But you know, I think that's gonna be, the best way that I could pay them back is, you know, by just, you know, striving for excellence and also, just being a good example, right? Because that's what they raised me to be, right? Like they set the bar really high in terms of, how to maneuver through life. A lot of my peers, unfortunately, they they had to deal with a lot of dysfunction in their homes. And me being raised by my grandparents and them being in their 60s. My grandfather actually just turned 99 last month. So when I was born, my grandparents were already retired, right? I was born in 88. So they've been retired my whole life. And a lot of people tell me, they say you're such an easygoing person. You're such a leisurely person. And I know I'm sweating, y'all. I know I'm looking like a glazed donut right now because, even though it's, what time is it? Even though it's 11:15, it's 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees. So when the sun goes down, unfortunately, the temperature does not go down. It only drops a few degrees. Feel me? So, yeah, that's why I'm looking like a glazed donut right now. So y'all just rock with me. But anyway, so people tell me, you're a leisurely dude, man. You know what I'm saying? You always laid back. You don't never seem worried, stressed. You know what I'm saying? I definitely deal with my stress, and I definitely got the gray hairs. I definitely got the stress hairs to show the stress that I'll be dealing with. Dealing with raising daughters and just trying to make life happen on a day-to-day basis. You feel me? So I definitely go through my stress periods, but I try to deal with that the best way that I can. And one thing about me, about being raised by grandparents, right? So I always got to go when they would go on trips. I would go on trips, right? My grandparents lived, and they both of them still alive today. Praise the Most High. Um, I they lived, when they was living in their own house and working in the garden, washing clothes by hand. My grandmother was still washing clothes by hand in the 90s. She didn't have to. They had a washing machine and a dryer. Still washing clothes by hand. Still hanging clothes on the clothesline to dry in the backyard. But yes, they lived a leisurely life. And because I got to see how they lived their life every day, right? I grew up with a mindset, right? I'm talking from a young boy to preteens to teenage years to adolescent years. I grew up, my grandparents seeing them be leisurely, seeing, going on vacation with them, going to different beaches, going to different states, taking flights, whatever activities they did, I partook in by proxy of me being in their custody when they had me, right? And so what I'm saying, I'm bringing up all of that to say that, you know we only have this life. Now, I'm a spiritual man, so I believe in an existence beyond this one. So, but I understand that in this human experience, that this is the only one that we have. And um, while you're here, we all gonna go through obstacles. We all gonna go through different struggles, different challenges, right? We're gonna come to, you know, a point in time where maybe we feel like life is too hard, or you just mad at the world. But one thing that you have to remember is, and this what I'm saying, it comes from me watching my grandparents, right? Is you have to take as much control of your own life as you can. Now, you're not going to be able to control your entire life, because some people got jobs, right? Some people got some people got obligations that they got to fulfill. So in order for them to do what they want to do, they have to do what they have to do, right? So, I saw the fact that my grandparents got to enjoy the fruits of their labor basically my entire life. Because like I said, I was born in 88. My grandparents I think they were already retired from their job by then. So I lived my entire life seeing them be able to do whatever they want to do. I never saw them struggle financially. They were always giving back to the community. Always giving back to the community. They were always giving back to kids. They were always helping people. My grandparents are the most selfless people I have seen in my own lifetime. I've never seen an example better than them. And I'm not trying to put them on, some kind of high pedestal, but I mean, for me, they on a high pedestal, But I'm just saying, just in general, I'm not trying to put them on just like, they was the best that ever did it. But, I got to see that example firsthand. And that's what I want to put into your mind this evening is, don't worry about the money. And when I say don't worry about the money, I mean, the money's gonna come, but you have to make moves so that you can be in a position to be in control of your life. Because I don't have a boss. I am my own boss. I don't have a job. I don't have somebody looking over my shoulder, making sure I'm doing work. And what I find is, because I don't have a boss, because I don't have a job, because I'm not in a corporate environment, is I'm able to be more productive. So now I will say that not being in a corporate setting is definitely a challenge. Um, I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset from a young little shorty. But what I did is, you know, by by um, exiting corporate America, is I took control of my life. I took full control of my life. I took full responsibility for my life, right? And that's something that I want to put into the minds of the audience tonight, and whoever watches this on the playback, is you got to put yourself in position to be in control of your life. Because what I find is that I work more and I work better, and I'm less stressed when I don't have some weird motherfucker looking over my shoulder or constantly checking up on me, making sure I'm doing my work. I'm a grown ass fucking man, and I'm smart as fuck, and I'm successful as fuck. I was successful at a young age. I done did shit. I done been places that people won't be able to go until they 60. And that's not even bragging. That's just me not being a conventional person. You can't in order to control your own life, you can't be a conventional person. You can't. You gotta break the mold somehow. Gotta break the mold somehow. You have to. This word, from the time you come into this world to the time you exit this world is not set up. It's not set up for you to just be successful like that. This world is set up for you to be born into slavery and literally to work your whole life. And if you don't got people around you, or if you don't have parents that care enough about you to make sure that you in a decent position when you come into this world, then you're gonna go through hell trying to get to where you want to be. So you, at some point in time, you have to grab your own nuts, and you have to put yourself in position to be in control of as much of your own life as you possibly can. Um, because life is passing you by, and time waits for no man. And it's nobody that's gonna tell me that I'm living wrong, or that I don't know what I'm doing, or that I'm living in a fairy tale, just because I want to live a decent leisurely life, just because you know I want to go on vacation when I want to go on vacation, just because I want to work when I want to work. Typically, when people try to do that, that just means they're stuck in the matrix. That just means they're conditioned to take orders from others. That just means that they're never gonna make it out of the rat race. That's what that means when they try to tell you that you doing something wrong and make it look like they're doing something right. Being older doesn't necessarily make you smarter. You can judge a person by their results. Judge a person by their results. That's how you know if a person's going in the right direction or not. Got to judge a person by their results. So that's really all I wanted to come on and say this evening is, you know, we're living in some crazy times, and, you know, down is up is down, right is wrong, wrong is right. A man can be a woman can be a man, all that crazy shit. And it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge. It's not, you know. I've had to walk away. I've had to walk away from opportunities for freedom. I've had to take less money in order to get more time. Because time is important. Time is definitely more valuable than money. Money is cool, but, you know, if you can use your time, if you can utilize your time in the right way, then, you know, you set yourself up for life. And you know, it's just gonna take you getting, like the old folks used to say back in the day, it's gonna take you getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when you get to that point, then you ain't gonna be caring what people think about you. You ain't gonna be caring what people say. They gonna be slaves their whole life. I'm not. What's going on, Mr. Goodbread? Let me see here. Let me make some adjustments. Let me go ahead, make some adjustments. Professor, you should have a wrench. Let me see here. Okay, L, you should have a wrench. Mr. Goodbread, you should have a wrench. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Most people are gonna be slaves. And it takes a hell of a person not to be a slave. It takes a hell of a person to say, oh no, you ain't gonna slave me to death. You ain't gonna slave me. You ain't gonna slave me. I'm about to sit here and work my whole life for pennies on a dollar. I ain't about to sit here and not enjoy life for a job. Got to understand, people work their whole life. People work 30, 40, 50, 60 years, retire, and only get to live a good 10 years after retirement before they expire. It's not a way to live. It's up to you to make everyday paradise. Don't let them tell you that you got to work 50 years before you enjoy paradise. You make today paradise. Grinding is part of the game. It's part of paradise. You got to make everyday paradise. Because if you leave it up to somebody else to be in charge of your life, you're going to be a slave. And I'm not no fucking slave. I ain't nobody's slave. I don't care how much you paying me. I'm not your fucking slave. Appreciate that, Mr. Goodbread. Hope you're enjoying your vacation, man. Hope you're enjoying your family. Absolutely. Definitely owe it to God. Definitely owe it to God. All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in this evening. I actually only had planned to be on live for about 10 to 15 minutes, but you know, y'all know how I am when the spirit hits, man. You know, when that spirit hits, I got to give it to you how I give it to you. You know, I love you guys. Love everybody. Y'all be safe out here. Make sure y'all drink plenty of water. Make sure you take care of your health. And I'm going to say this too. I'm going to say this before we wrap up. You know, it's a lot of crazy talk when it comes to these women. You know, it's a lot of you know, stay away from women, and you know, these women are this, these women are that. I'll tell you the truth. A lot of you men ain't no better. That's just facts. You know why a lot of you men aren't that much better? It's because you want to be on the same level as the women. You want to be on the same level as them. Don't be so in this red pill thing, right? Don't be so closed off that when God delivers the woman to your doorstep, don't be so closed off that you miss your blessing. All right? Because at the end of the day, if you're a real one, if you are organic, if you real, these women gonna know you real. If you fake, they gonna know you fake. All right. So to the men, I just told my daughter, right? Just told my daughter she just went through like her first real serious breakup. She in 10th grade. Told my daughter, I said 80% of these men out here ain't shit. 20% they alright, and 10% are worth a damn. You want to be in that 10%. Had to put her on game. I told her it ain't supposed you in high school. You ain't this love that you trying to find, you seeking. You're not gonna find it in high school. You're not gonna find it in high school. And on top of that, it's not supposed to be just a walk in the park when you're talking about being with a significant other. That's why I said 80, 20, 10. Got to do the work to get in that 10%. It's not going to be no walk in the park. And as you on your way up to that 10%, what happens is, see, you putting in the work so that by the time you get to that 10%, you ready. So, fellas, we supposed to be with women. You know, I spend a lot of time by myself. A lot of time. But you know, I got a lady. We not exclusive or anything like that, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. She's definitely paying her way. She definitely paying what she weigh. She definitely putting in the work. So she keep playing the game, she might win the prize. So fellas, don't put yourself in a situation where you're so ignorant or you're so closed off that you miss what you're supposed to get. All right? Love y'all. Y'all have a good night, good morning, wherever y'all are in the world. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button if it's in your heart. Now I'll be back at y'all again soon. All right? Peace.